Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Why society works to create self-doubt in people. You know what? It's kind of an interesting thing, right? If you really think about it, society works to make people doubt themselves. This is both on a micro level and a macro level, right? You know, and this happens in several ways. One, people who's supposed to love you, your own friends and family, they'll work to break you down. They'll work to create self-doubt in you. You know, and then you have people in society, you know, greater society, people you might know, you think of them as friends, acquaintances, and definitely sometimes strangers, bullies. I mean, you have that a lot on the internet, you know. People want to do that. If you have a good post, say you share your picture on social media, and people think, most people think you look great and they're happy for you. There's always somebody who will break it down, right? But that happens because people don't like themselves, so they want to make sure somebody else don't like them. That's the whole thing with bullying. Like, oh, I'm going to put that person down, right? So they're going to work to create self-doubt in you. But it goes to a bigger level as well, right? Corporations. That's right, corporations, especially in the fashion industry, the beauty industry, they work to create a lot of self-doubt in you. You know why? If they don't, you're not going to buy their products. You're not going to buy, women aren't going to buy that lipstick and a lot of that makeup and, a lot of hair products, and especially in the black community, a lot of those weaves and stuff. If they felt good about themselves, and you have constant, the media helps because it says, hey, you got to look this way in order to achieve happiness. So what somebody do? Since they can't look at themselves in the mirror and see beauty, hey, they run out, get all this stuff, make themselves, to become that image because corporations have done it. They say, hey, you need to buy this type of clothes, or you need to live in this area, or in this one for men, you need to buy this type of car to be considered a winner. There's a whole industries based on a person being insecure about who they are and what they have. This whole culture is like consume, buy, based on self-doubt. Feel better because you're wearing that shirt with a horse and with a horsey on it. Or feel better because you're wearing a shirt with an alligator on it. I'm going to tell you something now. Because I've worn shirts with alligators on it, with horses on it, and shirts made at that are department store brands. There's some department store brands it's actually the same thing. In fact, I'm gonna put it out there. People talk about Hanes underwear, right? Right, and that's pretty a common brand. You can find that anywhere. But then you also have Polo brand. Got the little horsey on it, and people will actually steal the Polo brand. They made by the same company, but because they're the exact same materials, right? They're the exact same materials, but you have people thinking, hey, you have to wear this one with the horsey on it to feel good about yourself. And it's underwear. And we do that, right? So it's like they trying to sell something to you. They trying to break you down so people feel good about it. It's like you don't even have to be selling you something. I have a young friend. She said she had to deal with some bullies and, trying to question her looks and everything, making her feel bad. When I keep telling her she need to be a fashion model because she's drop dead gorgeous. All right, but that's how it happens. That is how it happens. So they want to create it in you. They want to feel good about themselves. They want to keep you down. They want to keep you off balance, right? They want to make some money. They want to build their own self-esteem. And they're going to keep doing it. People ain't going to stop doing that. I know a lot of people say, oh, wish you would stop bullying. Yeah, tell people not to bully or not to do it. And They ain't gonna do that. A person is gonna be, if they on some foul stuff, if some foul behavior, they not gonna change on their own. Most don't. And usually if they do change, it's only because they came across a bigger bully or they've faced a serious consequence for it. So they not going to change. And the corporations, please. Oh, shoot. Do you think this beauty industry, I mean, you got billionaires. You got women who become billionaires, millionaires just based off of other women, not feeling good about their own looks or trying to enhance their own looks. That's not going to change, right? But what can change is yourself. I'm going to tell you what, the key to fight this, people always going to try to create self-doubt in you, but it's to feel good about yourself. Because people always going to come at you, but if you feel good about yourself, they can't mess with you. And I've had people come at me. I still have some people come at me, and I just laugh at them. Like, I love myself. Rom loves himself. And you got to look in the mirror. Every single person got to look good in the mirror and say, you know what? Two things. You either A, love yourself, or B, if you see there's something that you're not as comfortable with, you got to realize you have control over it. Now, there's some things you don't have control over, You don't have as much control over your skin, your skin complexion. Or physical features. Now, I know some people out there, they'll try to lighten their skin or tan their skin or, change their hair or something like that. Or go as far as to get plastic surgery. Like, that's a big thing. And I'm just like, what's wrong with your features? Because somebody created something or said, oh, well, it didn't look like this other person's features? Nah. You gotta love it. Regardless of what you had. Like, the only thing that you really need to deal with, if you got a problem with, if you honestly, if you're carrying too much weight. And what I mean about too much weight is too much if it's starting to cause health issues. That's the only thing you need to be worried about. And haven't y'all found it's kind of interesting, right? You don't see a lot out there. I mean, you see a lot, but you don't see a lot that says, deal with some of these like body issues for health reasons. It's usually aesthetics, just like, oh, you got to look this way because you'll get more popular and you'll, draw more mates. Never like, oh, you know what, this is a health issue. Well, I ain't gonna say never, but not as much. Not as much. And that's the only time you need to deal with that particular issue. But everything else, you're like, nah, I feel good about myself. I love my features. Right? I love driving my older car because, it's good. I don't need to drive some car to feel good about myself. I don't need to wear something with a horse on it to feel good about myself. Yeah, I can buy this inexpensive thing. Right? And get it got the same quality, made of the exact same material. Trust me, I worked retail. There's a lot of stuff that, only difference is the name. You paying for the label. But I don't need that label to feel good about myself, and neither should you. Right? Feel good about what you do. Accept yourself. Develop your own strengths. They're yours, because once you develop yourself, once you work on your strengths, once you accept the person that's looking back at you in the mirror, nobody can bother you. Nobody can create a self-doubt. And I guarantee this message will get demonetized or something like that. Reason why? That's not good for business. Because if people start, I guarantee you get a change in the economy if people start feeling good about themselves. I guarantee it. There's a lot would change. But you know what? Do it anyway. Because here's the thing. Change isn't always bad. Maybe somebody will say, well, instead of like trying to get people to buy useless products just so to feel good about themselves, we'll get people to get them products or sell them stuff or empower each other so things can be even better. So anyway, Y'all know what to do. Love yourself. It's a basic message, but it's a powerful, because once you feel good about yourself, no one can disturb your peace. No one can make you feel down. No one can create self-doubt within you. So, anyway, that's it for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.